Conservative New Media viewers, what's going on? It's me, John D. Villarreal, and I've got a very interesting science and news story here for you. Apparently, what I'm showing you here is obviously a video of the moon that I shot last night. And this is very important here before I start getting this story, because it's really, in my personal opinion, first of all, my personal opinion only on knowledge and facts, not casting any aspersions, all for entertainment purposes only. Please check the disclaimers. The moon is an important part of this story, okay? Because apparently NASA has a proposal, a possible proposal, I believe, again, all my personal opinion, to perhaps set up a base, if you will. I think it's called a quote-unquote gateway spacecraft, would be hanging out on the other side of the moon. Okay, that is very important. So it's basically going to be, I think, somewhere around, 38,000 miles or so from the moon. And the moon is well over 200,000 miles from the Earth. So I think this is going to be somewhere around like 277,000 miles, something like that, from the Earth. And they're thinking about placing it at this point because at that point, the gravity between the Earth and the moon kind of balance out. So rather than having to go into orbit around the moon or an orbit around the Earth because of the gravitational impact, this proposed space base, if you will, can basically kind of hang out at that spot, right around at that spot. That's very important. Now, from here, I guess they're thinking like, hey, maybe this can then sort of launch some missions to the moon, maybe check out some space rocks, maybe from this base they can check out some asteroids, maybe go to Mars, which is obviously, millions and millions of miles away from the Earth. I mean, you're talking about a very, very long way away from the Earth, and we obviously Curiosity is there. The rover is there now. That's very interesting. I've done some videos on that. But what do you think about that? Should we set up a base, a space base near the moon? This spacecraft thing here. What do you think about that? And was this something that you would support? Do you think that it's worth the money to go ahead and do something like that? What do you think they might find if we had something that close to the moon and we're able to really go to the moon a lot and sort of check it out, and you can see these great shots I did of the moon? What do you think we might find on the moon? In terms of the rocks, in terms of minerals, different discoveries, checking out the craters. I mean, what's up with that? And what might we find on some of these asteroids and stuff like that? There's so much out there in the universe, and even here in our own solar system, in my personal opinion, that we don't even know. What's your take on this? Tell me where you're at. You're watching Conservative Media. I'm John D. Villarreal. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.